Hey guys, so after promising I was going to slow down on the flashlight reviews, here I am filming a bunch of Olights. This is the Olight S2a, the S2a. As you know, I already reviewed the S1a probably a couple of weeks ago, and this is the bigger brother that takes two AA batteries. So we're going to run through the numbers real quick on this bad boy, so we can move along. So this is a 4-mode flashlight, technically a 5-mode. It has a low mode, which is 20 lumens, which will give you 80 hours. 120 lumen medium mode for 10 hours. High 260 lumens for 250 minutes. Turbo is 550. That steps down after 3 minutes to 260. And at 260 you'll get an additional 240 minutes. And that's using the included lithium batteries. You're going to get completely different results with different batteries, whether you use alkaline, nickel metal hydride rechargeables, or these lithium primaries that they send with it. Also has a moonlight mode, 0.5 lumen for 50 days. Yep, that is a month and a half. Uses the Cree XML2. The working voltage is 1.8 to 3.7 volts, which means you cannot use 14500 batteries. Anodized aluminum, IPX waterproof, impact resistant to 1 meter, and has a TIR lens. Interface, a little tricky, a little confusing of an interface, to be honest, and that is one thing I don't like about the light. Olight's interfaces are not my favorite. So what you have is single click to turn on, hold to switch between your high, medium, low, turbo. So you can see those will go through. When you stop, of course, single click again turns it off. From, off, a hold click will get you moonlight. See that neat little TIR lens there? Those are kind of neat. I like them. So it's a very low, very, very low moonlight mode, half a lumen. Turn that off again. Double click from off, gets you to turbo. See, then while you're on, that double click will change your timer. This light does have an auto timer that will turn it on and off if you happen to leave it on. That double click will change it between a 3 and a 9 minute timer. Triple click will get you to strobe, and that is the interface. Other complaints, mine. I'm not sure if Olight did this with all of them or just this one, because it seems like I've seen other reviews without this, but it has this little rubberized thing on it. I don't know if I care for it. You know, it's a little too rubbery as far as I'm concerned. It kind of drags in the pocket, which I don't like. It's a little, it's grippy, which is nice. If I was like a paramedic and was going to be possibly covered in blood and gore, yeah, I would love this. But for everyday carry, I think that it kind of sticks in my pocket a little bit. It's really tough to get this thing out. So I don't really care for it. I'm not sure if it's removable. I haven't really played with, it seems like it's on there permanently, but you can see it's got that TIR lens, which I like. I really like what Olight's doing with these TIRs. It gives them a really interesting and neat beam pattern that just makes them really useful for close-up work. Flat tail cap, so you can tail stand. Looks like a little, almost kind of like a stainless bezel in there. Pocket clip is removable, and you can also put it in front of the button, so that will protect your button from turning on accidentally. That is a really neat thing about these. A lot of people do not like the side clickies because they get turned on. This is a way where you can actually put this in your pocket and not worry about it. Olight has very good pocket clips as well. Number one, they're very strong, but they ride deep, because there's very little of your pocket sticking out of your pocket, and you can pull them off and do what you need to do with these things. So overall, not a bad little light, 2 AA lights are not my favorite. To be honest, I definitely prefer the single AA's. I find the 2 AA's a bit much to carry in the pocket. They tend to get in the way, but like I said, that's for my everyday carry. I could definitely see this being a useful light for, like I said, somebody on an ambulance crew, or somebody who may be like a mechanic who might have hands that are greasy and dirty all the time. This is something I could definitely see as being very useful to you. Being able to, actually I can't remember, is this magnetic? I don't think so, I don't think it's magnetic. Now, sometimes they do the magnetic ones. But yeah, with that extra kind of rubberized grip, I can see this being useful for certain people, especially those who are working with greasy, dirty hands and need that extra little bit of grip. Lots of times those aluminum flashlights, no matter how much knurling you put on them, once they get wet, you know, they're really difficult to get a hold of. This is something that can be very useful to some people. It's not my favorite form factor. It's not, you know, that rubberized grip is not my favorite thing. But overall, I like it. I just wouldn't carry this every day, to be honest. It's a good light. Don't get me wrong. It's Olight. Olight builds, like 90% of the Olights are very, very good. Some of the models I'm not crazy about. But 90% of them are really good. They're built super tough. They got a lot going for them. It's just they're outside. You know, like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just the light is outside of my preference area. But for some people, this is going to be right up their alley, and is going to be a fantastic light for those people who like that rubberized grip, who like the two. You know, a lot of people like the 2AA form factor. I'm not one of them. It just doesn't fit well in my pockets, but a lot of people do. So don't get me wrong there at all. They make good glove box flashlights. They fit in the console well. You know, desk drawer, shirt pocket, a lot of stuff you can do with these things. So overall, great light. And Olight, I really like what they're doing with a lot of their newer products. You know, these TIR lenses. And, you know, I wish the interface would change, but I'm not president of Olight, so I can't do all that. But there it is, the Olight S2a, the big brother of the 1A.